Peace and welcome to a special episode of Oddly Familiar. Today is all about the Sega Saturn mascot, Segata Sanshiro. We will be talking about some of his origins, what influenced the character, and the actor who played him. So with no further delay, here's Oddly Familiar episode 41. The Sega Saturn is a 32-bit console released on November 22nd of 1994 in Japan. It later saw releases in America and Europe in May 1995 and July 1995 respectively. It sold an estimated 10 to 17 million units, with the majority of those sales coming from the Asian region. To give you an idea, it's estimated that 1.5 to 3 million units were sold in the United States and 6 to 10 million units sold in Asia. Some contribute at least part of the success to none other than Segata Sanshiro, a judo master that demands you play the Sega Saturn, or you may catch a body slam or be put in a chokehold.
Segata Sanshiro!
Segata Sanshiro.
Sega Saturn!
He is portrayed by actor Hiroshi Fujioka, whose real name is Kunihiro Fujioka, a Japanese actor who is also known for playing the hero in the series Kamen Rider. Fujioka is a cultural icon in Japan. He even has a minor planet named in his honor, 12408 Fujioka. You know you are a big deal when people start naming asteroids after you. The Segata Sanshiro advertising campaign began in 1997, more than 2 years after the initial release of the console. Advertisements would continue both on television and on the radio until 1999. During that span, Segata was quite popular. He ended up receiving his own video game that was released on October 29, 1998. You can find it, of course, only on the Japanese Sega Saturn. The game consists of a bunch of mini-games, published by Sega and development handled by E-Cole Software, who may be best known for the Melty Blood series. Since the end of the advertising campaign, Segata Sanshiro has also had cameo appearances in video games. You can find him in Project X Zone 2. He has some choice words for you when you start the match. You can also find him in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed. You will see a man riding a rocket with the Sega Saturn strapped to his back. This is a direct link to two different Segata commercials. The first one when he was training while having a huge Saturn strapped to his back. The second commercial it takes influence from is when he gave his life to save Sega from a giant rocket launched by evil henchmen.
Segata Sanshiro は君たちの心に真剣遊戯 Sega Saturn.
He has also appeared in a Sonic the Hedgehog comic book, in which he does lose a fight to Sonic. and he even performed his own theme song live in 2013 and again at Sega Fest in 2019.
遊びの道に魂込めた一人の男が今日も行く真面目に遊ばぬ奴らには体で覚えさせるぞフィニッシュにセガタ三四郎セガタ三四郎セガサタンシロ
And I really like this one because he is next to Sonic, so you know there is no hard feelings from Segata losing the fight. Okay, the real reason I like this version is because right next to him is Takenobu Mitsuyoshi, the singer from Daytona, USA, and my favorite version of Space Harrier. So now that we know who Segata is, let's talk about the oddly familiar aspect. When I was growing up, my grandmother showed me a movie about a judo master. The name of the protagonist, as well as the name of the movie, was Sanshiro Sugata. This 1943 film by the legendary Akira Kurosawa is a direct influence to Segata. They are both judo masters, wearing the same gi and an almost identical name. So the next time you watch a Segata commercial or see a random cameo, you will know exactly where he came from. Nowadays, Segata Sanshiro's son carries on his legacy. His name is Segashiro.
ラグビーの次に流行るのってさ
セガだよ
5G の次ってさ
セガだよ
令和の次は
セガだよ
じゃあセガの次は
It doesn't have the same charm, it seems kind of phoned in, but on the bright side, and an interesting note, the actor who plays Segashiro is Maito Fujioka, the son of actor Hiroshi Fujioka, who plays the man, the myth, the legend, Segata Sanshiro. Last but not least, I want to give a huge shout out to our gold level patrons, Bearsona 11 and Quantum X. It's always appreciated. I am ICC. Thanks for watching. Peace.